Hi guys! I thought that it would be fun to pop on here really quick while I'm making my soft, chewy chocolate chip cookies and share.
Cookies? Can I have some?
Yes, and share this recipe with you guys.
A nail.
I will post this recipe in the description as soon as this video is done uploading. So just follow with me. So what we're gonna do is we're going to start off with a stick of melted butter. Oh, I should probably get a spatula. All right, here we go. So we're gonna start, I have melted butter and we're gonna start off with one stick. I use Kerrygold unsalted. Immediately after this recipe, I'm going to be making a loaf of savory keto bread. I'm not sure if that's something you guys also would like to see, but I could definitely go live and then post the recipe in the comments too. But this right here is chewy chocolate chip cookies with hemp hearts. So we have one stick of butter. We're gonna do 1.5 cups of almond flour. So I have my almond flour here, favorite brand from Costco. Let me give this a little tap, see if you guys can see better. Does that help? All right, it's the Kirkland almond flour. So 1.5 cups. And with this recipe, what I love about it is you don't have to separate the wet and dry ingredients. Just level that off. So we got 1 cup and a 1/2 cup. I swear this Kirkland almond flour is like the best. It is like really, really fine. And it makes the best cookies and breads. Okay, so we're gonna use a 1/2 cup of Swerve, but I'm actually going to use the Zircon Gold. This is actually my favorite keto brown sugar. It's got the best flavor in my opinion. So we're gonna do 1/2 cup. See if we can fit the measurement thing down in there. It's okay if it's a little bit less. But yeah, we got a 1/2 cup of the Zircon Gold brown sugar. Let's put that over here. And then what do we got? 1 tablespoon of vanilla. So here's my tablespoon. Here's my vanilla. I like a lot of vanilla. Some of you might like less vanilla, and that's okay. You can adjust the vanilla to whatever you would like. Okay. And then what do we got? 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda. So we're going to find 1.5 and 1. All right, here we go. Oh, baking powder. Sorry, baking powder. So 1.5 of baking powder. 1.5. Are any of you guys stress bakers like me? Like, we are going through some stressful stuff right now, and today I'm just gonna bake all the keto things. So 1.5 baking powder. There we go. And then we're gonna do 1.5 tablespoons of beef gelatin. This part, you want to not add it to anything wet in the bowl. You wanna put it way off to the side where all the dry ingredients are, otherwise it'll start to congeal. And then when you mix it with the hand mixer, this thing, it will turn into a gummy mess. So what you want to do with your beef gelatin, and this is a very important part, and I'm looking right now to see where my beef gelatin is. Alrighty, we don't have it. All right, okay, hold on, I gotta go get it. But the beef gelatin is what makes the cookies soft and chewy, so it's huge, huge, huge. You can use Knox gelatin, which is sold at almost every grocery store in the Jello aisle. I found on Amazon grass-fed organic gelatin, and that is what I'm going to use in this recipe. Let me grab it. Sorry about that. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. I pulled it out, forgot to bring it to the counter. Ta-da! There you go. Oh, this lighting. Tap. Okay, whatever. Beef gelatin. This is what I found on Amazon. Let me turn the light down a little bit. You guys, I'm learning, okay? I'm learning right there with you guys. beef gelatin. You don't want it to touch any of your wet ingredients because it will make it turn into a nightmare. So we want 1.5 tablespoons. So 1, it's gonna be off to the side where nothing's wet, and 1/2. We can do this 1/2. We got this. 1/2. Okay. And now we need 2 eggs. Okay. 1 egg. Remember not to put it anywhere near your gelatin. Toss it in your sink. Brownie points. Egg number 2. Toss it in your sink. Brownie points. Right, so we got our eggs away from our gelatin. And now we are going to add 1/2 cup of Lily's chips. Right here. I found mine at Sprouts and Whole Foods. Whole Foods has them. So we're gonna do 1/2 cup. Maybe a little bit of a heaping 1/2 cup. And then we are going to do a 1/2 cup of hemp hearts. You guys, hemp hearts are like a miracle food in my opinion because they are all, not all, they're like your omegas and all the other stuff that you can't get unless you're taking like fish oil pills and stuff. And I'm not saying those are bad, but you guys, hemp hearts to me are a super food. I have a little head right here. So we're gonna do a 1/2 cup of hemp hearts. And in my opinion, these hemp hearts give like a faux oatmeal flavor. How amazing is that? Does anybody miss like oatmeal and chocolate chip cookies? All right, my bag has a little less than 1/2 cup, but the good news is I have a whole nother bag from Costco. Let me tap the screen again for you guys. This is gonna be a long video, but we're almost done, okay? So we're just gonna open up this new bag and top off this 1/2 cup of our hemp hearts. And we're just gonna dump that right there in. And then we're gonna use our hand mixer and mix this up. Okay? You can put it on low, high, medium, whatever you like using for mixing things. Oh, plug that bish in. Don't want to get demonetized by saying a bad word, so yeah, plug your blender in and then turn it on. You guys, this makes the best cookie dough I have ever had in my entire life. Okay, the best cookie dough ever. Now, like I said, we're about to spoon this onto a pan and it's gonna bake for 300, it's gonna bake at the temperature of 350, okay? And for 18 minutes. And we're gonna start checking the cookies at about 14 minutes because everybody's ovens heat up at a different temperature. So it's very important to, like, if you're a high elevation or low elevation, to have the correct temperature. I have my mixer on low, and this is actually perfect for this cookie dough. I'll show you in just 1 second. Let me get it off the little blender here. All right. We're gonna turn this off and we're actually gonna set it aside. Like I said, I'm going from this recipe straight to a savory bread loaf recipe. I could go live again and show you guys that recipe as well. I've actually never made it before, so it could be a first for both of us. Unfortunately, because I'm doing these videos live, I'm not going to be able to show you the final product, but trust me, this cookie recipe, I've done it a million times. It is our absolute favorite. So here's what the cookie dough looks like. I don't know if you can see that with all the hemp hearts and chocolate chips. Give it a little tap. Yeah, amazing cookie dough. So what I would do at this point with it is, see, I grab me I have my silicone baking mat from Amazon. These are super cheap on Amazon. You can get them like a 5-pack for like $10. They're amazing. You don't have to use parchment paper or anything. You can just use your silicone mat. So all I'm gonna do now is just spoon this onto the mat. We're gonna put it in the oven for 18 minutes, but I'm gonna start checking them at 14 minutes. The bottoms are going to look a little bit overcooked, but I promise you they're not. They're not overcooked at all, and you can just make sure the cookie is cooked all the way. And these are gonna be the best cookies you have ever had on the keto diet. So yeah, we'll spoon them on, and then I'll end this video, and we'll start the savory bread recipe. It's a savory rosemary bread, bread loaf. It's an entire loaf. I've also never tried it, so I can't tell you that it's fantastic, but I've only heard fantastic things about it. But making it together might be fun. I'm doing these about a tablespoon size, maybe a little bit bigger, like a heaping tablespoon, and I'm getting 5 in a row. And we're just gonna keep doing this until we have no more dough. I'm on grandma duty today. I got my little helper.
Uncle Ryan.
Is Uncle Ryan my helper?
Maybe.
Tell me in the comments below, is it like a national off school day for your little ones too? Like, it's not even a holiday. I'm not quite sure what this day is.
And it's Friday.
It's Monday. Okay, we're gonna have to make our little spoonfuls a little bit bigger because we are coming up to another row and we're not even out of dough yet. So we're gonna have some pretty big cookies. All right, I'll show you where I'm at right now, and I still have some left. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna move these up just a tiny bit so we can make one more row. All right, just moving up each line. Ignore the background noise. It's called grandma duty. All right, so we should be able to get one more row here now. Would anybody be interested in the savory bread recipe? Aiden, I have a question. Should I go live for the savory bread?
I think you can go on live with me and go on my video.
You want to go live on your own channel?
Yeah, you know why?
Last scoop.
You know why?
Why?
We have to go to Target.
Okay, I think we're gonna skip Target today. I'm just flattening these just a tiny bit because if you have baked keto cookies in the past, you know that they don't really like flatten and separate. So it's good to flatten them a little bit if that's how you like your cookies. Hey, Aiden, thank you. How about not do that? Anybody want a grandchild? All right, here we go. Can you turn the light back on? Thank you. These are our cookies and they are about to go in the oven. I'm gonna end this video for now and I will let it load and we will come back for the savory bread loaf. But like I said, it'll be a first time for both of us. So this is going in the oven for 18 minutes, but we'll start checking them at 14. Bye guys. Sorry about that.
It's the next part.